Good day, guys. Well, you join me up at the farm again. Check the spawning ropes back at Fensmere today, and there is eggs on them. Just got to determine whether they're carp eggs or not. So I'll bring some of them ropes up probably tomorrow. I'll double check them tonight. They did look like carp eggs, to be fair, but I haven't seen them going in there. Here they have been again, so it could well be, but I don't think it would be the bigger fish. It would be generally the smaller ones. Anyway, up at the farm today, I've you see behind me, I've been building a little platform for the feeder. I'll just show you what I've done. It's very simple construction, and just means that I don't waste any feed, because the feeder then sprays from out in the lake. It's also better for the vermin control. They can't, because it's then on a firm base, they cannot get at it. Yeah, I'll show you what we've done, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to do the same up then on the top lake. And I've also repaired one of my little solar sprayers. So I had to put a new control panel on it. I did that yesterday, and that's all ready and good to go, like Bill Bib DeVoe. So I'm going to get that ready for the Leany Pond as well. So just means that when my rainbow trip comes up, which is only a month or so away now, I can disappear, and Sally hasn't got to be up here every day feeding. So anyway, I'll just show you what we've been up to. All right, so here we go. This is the just some scaffolds, very simple and easy construction. I've still got to put some clips on this end and a couple more up that end. I didn't bring enough with me, but just driven scaffold poles down, done a little joiner so I could do it, so I wasn't stuck up in the air. And there you go. Look, it's out in the lake. It's absolutely perfect like this. Just means you can walk out to it, fill it, walk away, and it's going to spray out into this area off the dam wall, which is absolutely ideal, because this will then act as like the catch pit area when we do our final netting. So if you notice now that let me just zoom in on it, the big feeder is getting closer and closer to this area, and I've been working it straight down the middle of the lake, which is where the main feeder stream runs. Carp have now been well, all of that area is now hard through there, so they've been shifting silt, getting at the pellet, and now it'll come closer and closer to this spot, and then this final area here just in front of me will become the main sort of catch pit area for our netting last year. We unfortunately last year we didn't get it right on, or I didn't get it right feeding, because I fed in different areas, and what it meant is when we did the final net and final drop down, there was some deep pools left where the carp had you know, sort of eroded that and eaten away at it, taking all the silt out, and those deep pools then became a real pain in the bum to get to net. So anyway, that's what we've been up to today. Pretty happy with that. It's a nice little job for this morning. Job's a gudgeon, as Billy would say. Life's a bream. All right, take two. Second one's just done now up at the top lake. Now it's just getting these. So I was chatting with my good mate Billy Berridge last night, and he contacted the supplier, and they've actually devised a little pushy button thing that holds it down, because I couldn't work these blooming things out, because they're not like a normal feeder that's got like a normal timer, a normal clock on them, and the destructions being a Chinese conversion made about as much sense as well, it just didn't make any. It was nonsensical to me. But anyway, we've got them in now. I've used the one down there. It was having troubles vibrating enough to get the 5mm out, but I'm hoping that will sort itself out. I might have to do a bit of jiggery pokery with it, but super happy with it. It looks really good out here. I think it's going to do just the job, and it's going to make life a lot easier than the floating ones, which when I'm away and I'm doing some fishing, Sal has to get in and manoeuvre and what have you, which is just too much, where these she can just walk out and fill them if I'm away. All right, catch you later. Bye bye. Okay, so here we are up at the top lake. It's looking lovely up here at the moment, and yeah, second one's all in and dandy. So perfect. It's going to be great. Really looking forward to getting rid. I know they're beautiful old trees, but I'm really looking forward to getting rid of these. Going to open up this lake a lot more, get a lot more sunshine in, and I think increase this productivity quite considerably. Plus, it stops the cormorants having anywhere to land in the winter. So yeah, looking forward to that. It's hopefully happening this August. All right, so here we go. We were just trying to sort the nets out. Were kindly donated, but the size of this field is 50 by 50, which is pretty much what we need to cover the pond, and we're just miles short with very odd shapes. So just not sure how I'm going to do it. This one here would probably cover one length, and I could put it down across the middle, but then you've got to try and tie the centre section in the middle of the lake off. Don't really know how I'm going to do that, because as you can see, this section here all the way through up to here and through needs to be covered. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this, to be fair. Gonna have to have a think about it. Good day, guys. Well, another day, another dollar. Well, end of the week now. I've had a busy week, obviously, with the what's going on there? I've been bitten by some beast or a tick. Yeah, been a busy week, obviously, trying to get the bloody what's name sorted back at base. Sorry, only thing scratching me up. Trying to get the outflow pipe sorted up at Fensmere, and it was just a no-go, as I've probably alluded to in previous videos. But I've got the gear ordered now, and I'll end up sort of doing that. There's been no increase in flow rate there, which is the main thing, and I've got plenty of water coming in. We've had a bit of rain this week as well. So look, what have I been up to? I've been just cleaning. Oh, big kipper just jumped out in the main lake here at the fish farm. So I'm now back up at the farm and getting on with the diversion channel repair. I'm super happy with it. I've had a big day here getting all these posts in. I'm absolutely cream crackered. So I'm going to have a sarnie in a minute and then bugger off home, and I might even have a little fish in Fensmere, because I think the fish is still probably a week away from spawning. See if I can catch the general at 80 plus. But I'll show you what I've been up to. It's come out really well, and anyone that's considering or has erosion issues in any area of their lake, I strongly recommend the Nicospan. Been incredibly easy to put in, even in our terrain here in the cruise, which is massively filled with loads of granite. Especially if you use this system, I think, with the scaffold poles. Bloody marvellous. It's gone in real quick, and I'll show you in a second. It looks really good. Okay, so here we go. Look, they suggest putting these posts in at 500mm centres. So what I've done is I've put them in at centres that I feel are necessary for the area that I'm covering. If there's a big area to fill, I've put extra ones in, or if there's if it's going to take a particular pounding, I've put extra ones in. But you know, this stuff is, I just don't see it being able to go anywhere, to be honest. I'm going to tie it back, as they suggest, on the main areas, so that when I'm putting a machine through here, there isn't any problems. But as you can see, that's a pretty good setup. You know, this stuff is just ain't going anywhere. Do you know what I mean? This stuff underneath and behind here is the old existing wall and concrete and stone and stuff as well. So unlike, I suppose, some riverbank protection, this has still got very solid stuff behind it. But what I'm really doing with this is I'm actually lifting the height. So obviously now when I backfill, I'm going to be to here against this edge, but I can actually make it higher in that middle section as well. So I've never seen it anywhere near that sort of height. So I'm pretty happy that come this winter, I will have solved that problem, which should just be bloody marvellous, because it was a great stressor again, as you know, last year. There won't be so many videos though with me pulling my beard out, will there? Because it'll all be done. But as you can see, you know, it's a really good system. Look, really good system, and does look neat and tidy, and it doesn't look too intrusive either. So yeah, if you've got any bankside erosion stuff, if you've got your dam walls starting to, you know, there's problems with the dam wall, Nicospan was about 600 quid for a 100-metre roll of 1 metre, but it can also come in 2 metre depths as well. So yeah, fantastic. All right. So we got some warm weather forecast next week. So my plan now is I'll bring the machine round. I'm going to actually excavate and clear the stream again of this winter's sand, which is good practice anyway. and use that to backfill, because that's perfect. It ain't going anywhere with this stuff, so that's absolutely marvellous. Means I can clear it out and put it straight down. This grass will grow through, hold it all together, and it'll look tickety-boo. These old trees that I shoved down last year, what I'm going to do is bring the chainsaw. I'm just going to cut them ball roots off. I'm going to cut them up here, and then I'm going to hoik them, and I'm going to put them all along this edge and stake them all in. And then it means I can just bring this level up that little bit more and really secure this area for future generations once I'm even gone. You know, at the end of the day, it's this is the husbandry of land, and it's what you got to do when you've got properties. You got to face Mother Nature, and you got to deal with her and try and overcome it. So so there you go. All right, well, I'm going to clear off. Going to eat my egg sarnie. Well, hello. Well, I got back from the fish farm, and I reckon Fensmere is probably a week away from them spawning. There's due to be, I think I said on that last bit of vid, I think there's due to be on the forecast Thursday, Friday next week. It's going to be up in the mid to upper 20s here. So with the water temperature already being good, the fish are just starting to really start grouping. I think they're going to spawn. So for me, I don't fish for my fish very often. I'm not one of these lake owners that sees a great challenge in it. I think it's, I don't know, they're my pets really, but you know what, they bloody owe me. I feed them all the blooming time and look after them like a mother without boobies. So I think it's about time the general put in an appearance, and I've been up the tree here, and well, again, you know, I'm out in my lake all the time. I'm seeing my fish all the time, but to see 8 or 10 fish, which I'd have said they were all over 60 pound, and some well over 70 pounds, just mooching about in front of you in shallow water, in close. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing to see such humongous fish just mincing. So anyway, I couldn't help myself, so I've got my Rodney Trotters out, and I've just bait and spooned out just small little little bags, little pellet bags, buff, all super close. I'm sitting way back. I'm you know, miles back from me rods. Just got the trotter box with me, and I'm just going to sit back here. You know, I've got my bed chair in the back of the old buggy. I might just crash out here for the night and do the night. I've got a couple of cold ones ready to rock and roll. Made myself another egg sarnie. Yeah, it's going to smell nice in my sleeping bag tonight. And just see, I just want to catch the general. I know she's going to be absolutely biblically huge, and I've just got this feeling she could be 80 pound. And I just like, it's one of them things, like, I want to see my big fish. So anyway, so that's it. It's probably it for this weekend. There's not going to be a lot more going on, so that'll be it. I'll put this out Saturday, I'd imagine, which has covered this week's fishing. This week's antics up at the farm. There's no anglers on, obviously, just me doing a little session here and there, and that's about it. So anyway, I'll catch you later. Cheers, bye bye.